Hey everyone, it's TA in the Delish Kitchen, and I'm gonna show you how to make bread pudding. Rich and custardy. It's old-fashioned comfort food at its best, just like Grandma used to make it. Let's get started. So bread pudding starts with bread, obviously. The best type of bread for a bread pudding is either a challah or a brioche. These are both enriched breads, so they have eggs, milk, butter, extra forms of dairy in them, and also a little bit of sugar, which just makes them that more rich and gorgeous in a bread pudding. I personally prefer challah. Challah traditionally has a little bit more egg yolk in it, which makes it this really rich yellow color, and that egg mimics the egg in the custard that we soak in, so it's a win-win. So challah is what we're going to use. We're gonna start by slicing this challah into 1-inch cubes. Now here's the thing, this challah was just baked this morning. It is not stale. Traditionally, people would say, oh, you need to cut it into cubes and let it sit out on the counter overnight, and then you can have your bread pudding tomorrow. But I'm too impatient for that. So we're gonna pop this cubed bread on a baking sheet and dry it out in the oven for 20 minutes at 200. Will work just the same. Let's talk about our custard. So the thing that makes bread pudding so amazing is that challah gets soaked in this really rich egg custard. Now there are a couple different schools of thought when it comes to how this custard should be made. My favorite way to make it is to do half milk, half heavy cream, and then with the eggs, put an extra egg yolk in for every whole egg that we use, because that egg yolk is gonna make it that much more rich and delicious. This recipe actually has 3 extra yolks for 2 eggs, so it's just that much better. We're gonna add our sugar, whole eggs, egg yolks, vanilla, salt, and just a little nutmeg to the bowl and whisk it all up. Then we are going to pour in our heavy cream and whole milk. So our bread has just come out of the oven. It is toasted just lightly. You don't want it like brown or anything like that. You just want it to feel dry to the touch. And it can still be a little soft in the middle, that's fine. So we're gonna get it into this bowl right here, and then we're going to pour our lovely custard all over the top and let it soak. We're gonna add our raisins at this point. Raisins are optional because some people don't like raisins in their bread pudding. I, however, love them, so they're definitely going in. Once the bread is all mixed evenly into the custard, we're just gonna let the whole thing sit in the bowl for about 10 minutes. That allows all of the bread to evenly absorb the custard so you don't get any dry bits in your bread pudding. Nobody wants that. So we have our baking dish here. You don't need to butter it or grease it in any way. We're just gonna put all of our soaked bread into the baking dish, top it with a little extra sugar, and get it in the oven. The sugar is optional, I guess, technically, but I love that extra crispy crunch that it gives to the top, and also the extra shine. So pretty. We're gonna bake this at 325 for 40 to 45 minutes. This looks so gorgeous. It's golden brown on the top, and that sugar got nice and crispy. Now, I know you're probably thinking, let's just cut into it right now, but you have to wait, because if you cut into it right now, it's gonna be super hot and steamy, and also it's gonna kind of like fall apart. So you need to give it a chance to set up at least 35 minutes. Then you can dust with powdered sugar and have at it. It's so warm and creamy. It's soft on the inside with that great crunchy sugar on the top. The nutmeg in that custard adds the perfect little warmth, and the raisins add these little pops of jammy fruitiness that I just love. When I make this for friends and family, there's hardly ever any left over, but if there is, I like to save a little piece in the fridge and then take it out and eat it the next morning for breakfast. Oh, so good with a cup of coffee. So for more dessert recipes like this, stick around on Delish.com.